Wow, that was a colossally bad 8 dice rolls.
So all of them belong in dice jail. You
Yep.
you cannot use any dice today.
No, there was 5 others that rolled fine, but
Nope, no dice for you.
They're up for parole in an hour. They've been pretty good.
Yeah.
You.
Hey, Chester.
Hello, fuckers.
Morning.
Morning, sunshine. Glad to see you. Nice and happy to see us.
Always. It's noon here.
You sure it's not 11:59?
Listen. It's noon. I just ate. I can officially say good afternoon no matter what time it is now because I just had lunch.
Touche. Touche.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and start. I don't know where Tucker is, but he'll join us soon, I'm sure.
Okay.
So when last we left you guys, you just managed to complete your miss contract with Hezekiah. Rindle now has a coach that has the ability to traverse planes.
Drive it like I stole it once a day.
Yep.
That does take up an attunement slot for you, Rindle, but I don't think you're even close to having all 3 of yours with magic items.
Yep, I think that puts me at 2 used at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you now you configure it's about in this plane's time frame it's about 6 minutes after you left.
Okay.
You are 2 days out of Kulkarn's Rest, as far as you can tell, but
Well,
it's going to be a lot shorter with the coach because of how the coach works. So
We need to go grab Donlin, our chef. We left him really close to Diana's camp, and she does not deserve his cooking. Should be a pretty short little side thing. Just swing by, pick him up, and continue on to Kulkarn's Rest, but she does not deserve his cooking.
Do we actually need to go to Kulkarn's Rest? Because I think we're City of Brass bound for plot purposes, right? For
Yep.
finding your missing bride.
right, but you can't plane shift you've already plane shifted today, so you need.
We need a long rest anyway.
I also wanted to bring up, we might actually want to grab Junior and bring him with us. We don't know why. We know Lioness bamfed out with the kids after a werewolf attack, but we don't know why they never came back. And it might behoove us to take the fiance with us so that he has a chance to talk to her, and it might make the whole process a little bit easier when we find her.
Do you think they'd let us take him without guards?
Yes, I think we can manage that.
We just don't tell the guards. It's fine.
Well, good.
Yeah, also, if he disappears, there's no wedding, so we don't have nothing to worry about.
Precisely. Now everybody's pissed.
I mean, the other option is we are going to the city of... another option, I should say. And I'm going to say this out of character right now, because I'm still not sure if Mist would think about it, but we could actually bring De La Vega with us, considering he's a businessman and we're going to another plane that he normally probably doesn't have access to. Do we want to go into business with De La Vega?
I would imagine this conversation. You're getting really close to metagaming right now, Becca.
Okay.
So, other options we have? We have a coach that can take us wherever we want to go. Who's to say we have to go back at all?
Yeah, Mist isn't willing to leave the situation at Kolkarn's Rest the way it is.
But you were 6 minutes ago. Because only 6 minutes have passed since we were okay jumping into a portal to the abyss in the first place.
I was following you guys. Specifically, Tucker thought, or I should say, Marlowe seemed to think that Diana was actually sending him to where the tuning fork went, and
She did. The girl was there, and then we went then she went somewhere else.
So, but now that we're back here, do we think we can find somebody else that might be able to point us in the right direction to get us easier or access to the City of Brass, as well as a way to get out of the City of Brass?
we already have that with the coach.
But if we can't use it in the same time, in the same day, if we go there, we find her within a matter of hours, we don't have a way out unless we have to worry about that. So there's some place or somehow we can get there close and then use the coach as a way to get out when we need to.
Also, it's probably very hot there. Putting that out there, temperature-wise.
You can. That's a pretty easy guess considering it's on the elemental plane of fire.
You already told me that I know that. So
Okay.
But brass is such a cold metal.
Okay, so I maintain that I think we should pick Donlon up and then head to Kolkarn's Rest and take Junior with us to the City of Brass.
I'm not averse.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, how much room would be in the coach? Because I'm
So
not sure if
there's
everyone wants to
6
be
seats
outside.
in the coach and then 2 seats on top of the coach.
Right, but there's 4 of us as well as Marlowe, so that'd be 5. Then we'd have to worry about the cook. Would be 6. Then the other one would be 7. So there'd be a person without.
2 people can stand on the back, but we do need to make sure we have an empty slot to bring the bride back at the very least. I mean, comfortably. We could uncomfortably fit more than that inside the coach, I'm sure. I mean, look how many people you can fit in a bus bathroom.
Okay, so basically the how this works, and Rindle, you would know this. You can protect 8 people from the weird effects of traveling through planes, through the possessions and some of the more horrific. You could fit just about any. You could fit however many could sit on the coach. Like it's not. There's not a problem. But you start running into what like you and Mist and Marlowe experienced when you first kind of hitched a ride.
Yeah, I don't want to experience that again, and I'm pretty sure I'm not done with what happened last time.
Was De La Vega one of the merchants that Rindle had previous dealings with?
He does owe you some coin once we deliver Catherine.
Yeah, that's. But no, you don't. He's aware of it, but most of the merchants you work with, we're trying to stay under De La Vega's radar, not.
Gotcha. Okay, just curious because he's always looking to broker deals. So
Yeah.
if he would have had that inspiration, then I could have brought that in without being meta breaking. But
Yep.
never mind.
I
tried.
Rindle probably would. Rindle probably would have it because you're aware of what De La Vega is all about.
That's why I wanted to bring it up out of character, because I kind of figured some of the other characters in character might have thought about it.
I know, but I
Okay.
was just.
I know, and stopping.
Well, there you go. See, I had failed to write down that name because
Yeah.
I didn't have a pencil that day.
Okay.
I'm writing it down now as a merchant of interest.
Cool.
And he owes me money eventually. Excellent.
He actually owes you
He's
guys
in
a
the
lot
ledger.
of money right now. Well, you haven't.
He's in the ledger and he's in the red.
Yeah. Well, you guys haven't actually completed the contract yet, so.
Cool. So yeah, Rindle's cool with going to Kolkarin's Rest.
So where are you going first?
Oh yeah, she wants to pick up her cook.
Our cook.
Yep,
It's
our cook.
So another thing, Marlowe, since we're actually going back to Kolkarin's Rest, do we want to stop by your friend that you're advertising for, so we can try to put something possibly on the carriage, and since we're going to multiple planes and dream of business, so we can get some little bit of money that way?
Tucker's not here, so
I'm aware of that. I'm just throwing it out there for his character along those lines, so we have that there. So
Okay.
that's an option when we get to Doran's Rest.
Mist already has a desire, I should say, to stop by and see Nibs herself. So
Okay.
All right.
So gonna go try to pick up Donlon.
Yep.
I need I need Rindle. Please make a animal handling check.
I could sit next to him and assist him in whatever way
It
he needs.
still has to be Rindle. Rindle's the only one
Yep.
that's in control, but you have advantage on this because Mist is helping you.
Don't make me have to charm the beasts.
They kind of respond directly to your. It's not an issue of them not listening to you. It's more of an issue of driving a coach.
I am apparently still trying to drive like I stole it, and the horses are tired.
Well, the horses don't get tired, but it's a rough ride. The horses, because they're ethereal in nature, they just kind of go through trees. The coach, however, has a physical form. So who's ever in the coach, you guys are getting bounced around a lot. I need everybody that's inside the coach, so that'd be everybody but Rindle and Mist, to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Do these things eat?
No.
Damn. So much for an illusory carrot in front of them.
Okay, Mealy, you're fine. Full Moon, you're pretty nauseous at this point.
You want to roll for Marlowe?
Yeah, I'll roll for Marlowe.
If anyone throws up, I'm throwing up.
Sympathy? What?
Actually, he started out as a monk, so he has. No, he doesn't. Okay, yeah, he has proficiency. Okay, so yeah, Full Moon, you don't throw up, but yeah, you're pretty nauseous. Which is important because you're also making a crap ton of noise as you approach Donlon. Which means that as you approach, Donlon is cooking, and he's kind of cooking right in front of the tower you left at. It takes, I mean, it's not a long time, but you're still like 4 hours away. So even with the coach, so you see him. But as you see him, you also see a bunch of zombies and skeletons kind of rushing out of the tower you had previously disappeared in. I need everybody to roll initiative checks.
Okay.
Okay, Scott, so I was going to message you since we traveled 4 hours. I was going to let you know what I'm going to do in that 4 hours.
Okay, I don't have my phone on me. You'll have to just send it on the...
I was going to, yeah.
Great.
21 for me.
Okay, let's not rely on Rindle for any rolls today, because it's not going well.
So Mist was going to propose something to Rendell while we were on top of the carriage together, but we can go over that after the fight if you like.
He's not really into furries. I mean, he's flattered.
Not that
But-
kind of business proposal. Business.
Again,
Ugh, okay. So let's start. So, Mist, you see this trundling up. You're actually on top of the coach, so it's not going to be a pain to get out of there. But yeah, you can see they're zombies. They're not exactly fast moving, but they're trundling out of the
Okay.
area, and kind of following them is that short black clad knight that
That
knocked you
one-shotted
unconscious. Yeah, that one that shot at you before.
All right. Okay, so I'm up first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For reference, it is about like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so the sun is still up. You can actually see that night seems to be sticking to the shadows pretty closely.
All right. Well, I was going to do Ice Storm, but I actually think that with him sticking to the shadows the way he is, probably is going to be better actually to do Moonbeam again. At a 3rd level.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. How far away are we from him? Right now?
He's probably about, I would say 120 feet. I'm saying I don't want a bunch of turns of you guys trying to get up close. So
Okay, so 120 feet, that is just within my range of Moonbeam, so I am going to cast it at a 3rd level on top of his head and whatever skeletons are near him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to call out to Donlin to hurry up and get in the coach. So, con save from him, I believe. So 3d10.
They're pretty bunched up, Terry. Yeah.
What was his con save?
27.
Okay, so this will be halved then.
And it's his turn now, so this is him taking actual damage on his first turn.
All right, so that's 18 plus 3, 21 points of radiant damage.
Which would normally be halved because he made a save, but he's a vampire, so he takes double damage from radiant, so 21.
Okay, cool. And then, like I said, I had called out to Donlin. All right, I'm done.
So he is going to go ahead and man, I wish I had a map for this because of how the shadows work. He is actually going to move so he can see you, and he's going to use Dominate on you. I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw, please.
A Wisdom saving throw. Okay. That's 25.
Okay, that's a success. You hear in your mind of "come closer," and it echoes in your head, but you're like, "Why would it?" No.
No.
He does actually he does, however, point his finger. More of the zombies start fraying, raising out, but he has a load of skeleton archers right next to him.
Okay.
He's flanked around. That brings us next to Marlowe. What would you like? Or actually, no, that brings us to Full Moon. Full Moon, what do you want to do?
So I was going to try to position myself and try to do lightning bolt on them, try to hit multiple ones. That's why I was asking if they're bunched together.
Yeah, so there's you could probably, if you wanted to hit Eric, you could probably hit 2 zombies and 2 skeletons and Eric, or you could hit like 8 zombies. Would be the maximum on each of those things in terms of line.
Quantity over quality.
Okay, so you're going against the 8 zombies. Okay. Let me do saves for them.
Yeah, sorry, wrong button.
Wow, these zombies are apparently really dexterous.
They're very fresh.
Okay.
96.
Holy crap. Screw it. It doesn't even matter because honestly, even if they save, it's still over their HP. So, yeah, you just lightning streaks out of Full Moon's hands from the door of the coach and just annihilate 8 of these approaching zombies.
Cool.
Is there anything else you want to do, Full Moon?
I'm trying to cough up whatever's left in my throat.
Okay. Just the feeling of
Well, it's the combination of the motion sickness and then shooting lightning through myself.
Okay.
A little bit more of a jolt than I expected.
Yeah. Okay. Now it's actually Marlowe's turn. So, is there anything you guys want Marlowe to do?
Is there any way he can assist getting Donlin into the coach faster?
He could probably grab Donlin.
Okay.
So yeah, Marlowe just dashes out, uses and picks up Donlin, throws him over his shoulder. It's going to be another turn to get Donlin back into the coach. So
Okay.
it is now the skeleton's turn. They are going. There's 6 of them. They are going to attack. They're going to attack Mist.
They moved 120 feet in that time, or were they closer than Eric?
Longbows.
Oh, longbows, right. Okay, bring it.
Miss. Miss.
Miss.
Miss.
Miss.
So you're able to just kind of dodge out of the way as all these arrows just start streaming in on top of you.
Cuckoo.
There's 6 of them, Terry. It was a formation of archers. And so let's see who's next. Marlowe. It looks like it's actually the zombies are gonna shuffle forward. They're not even close to it. There's only like 2 zombies left, so they're just shuffling forward to you guys. They take the dash action, but they're still, I'd say, 30 feet away from Marlowe and Donlin at this point. Rindle, you're up.
Are there any clusters of them type thing, or are they?
The cluster is Eric and his 6 skeletal archers. The 2 zombies are next to each other, but that's not really a cluster.
Trying to see what the 20-foot radius here. I was thinking about getting all flashy with a fireball, but I can't decide if that's. They're not on the map here, right? Or
No.
are they?
I
I
don't
didn't
have
think
a
so.
battle map.
Okay, I didn't think so. Just double checking.
This is
There's
not
people.
a prepped fight for me, so.
Gotcha. I mean, would a 20-foot radius net a few of them at least?
It would hit
Somehow.
Rindle and all 6 of his skeletons. They're staying close to him.
It's gonna hit me.
I'm sorry, they're gonna hit Eric and his 6 skeletons.
Oh, we don't care about Eric, right? Fuck Eric. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drop a fucking fireball because I can now.
Okay.
Woohoo!
It sounds like a good time. So let's see here, 20-foot radius. They must make a dex saving throw, 8d6 in fire. Hey, on a failed, half, whatever. So
Okay.
cool. I like 8d6.
What's your DC?
Let's see. That's a very good question. Spell save DC is 15.
Okay, so Eric is 7. Oh, but he's a vampire, so he has spell resistance. Still fails. Skeletons, all 6 of them. Give me a second.
You know vampires don't like fire.
Saves. Saves.
What a jerk.
Fails. Saves. Fails. Okay, so
Resist-
Eric and 2 of his skeletons fail their save. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Oh, it's there, baby. 26. Whoop, whoop.
Okay, so Eric just kind of snarl. It's hard to tell because of the helmet, but you get the sense he's snarling at you. The 2 skeletons that failed their dex save just explode.
Woohoo!
The other 4 are looking very charred, but they're still up. You do start hearing a weird kind of screeching sound coming from the tower. Something's coming up, something big. And
I think I got their attention.
That might very well be that stupid demon Marlowe needs to get.
Ugh.
Okay.
Mealy, you're up.
I'm going to get. How far is Eric away from me?
He's probably 100 feet right now.
I'm going to hit him with guiding bolt.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack for me, please. That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right.
Okay, so the bolt just slams into him. He tries to block it with his shield, but it just hits him right in the face. You hear a guttural cry coming from beneath that dark armor. He does not look happy. It's now back up to the top. That is missed.
Okay, I'll use my bonus action to shift Moonbeam on top of Eric again. And I am actually going to hold my action. If the demon shows up, I'm going to cast Ice Storm right on top of Eric and the demon.
Okay.
Don't put out my fire.
It's now Eric's turn. He gets to roll his thing.
Con save. Ooh, that's really good.
Actually, yeah. Spell resistance. So how much?
21 points of radiant damage.
Okay, again, normally it'd be halved, but because radiant and a vampire, so he's looking really hurt. Again, it's a little hard to tell underneath all that armor, but he starts looking back at like he's gonna retreat back in. And actually, it is his turn, so that's what he does. He calls the 4 skeletons that he has back to guard the entrance, and he just ducks into the cavern.
Okay.
It is now Full Moon's turn. Keep on forgetting. Full Moon.
So firebolt on the closest skeleton, I think.
Okay.
Unless the zombies are close, or the zombies closer.
Zombies are closer.
Okay. So roll. Two.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
2d10, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, zombie's looking very charred, but is still up and is walking towards you. It is now Marlowe's turn. Marlowe is going to take Donlin, basically run to the coach, throw Donlin in, and dive in himself.
Okay.
It is now the skeleton's turn. Again, they're going to actually kind of fan out because they actually ran back outside of optimum range, so they're going to hold their action themselves. The zombies are going to shuffle forward. I think. I need to check something real quick.
Do any of them go through the moonbeam?
No.
Didn't think so.
Put like a glowing neon sign in front of it that says "Free health here." But it said "Free power up." Why?
Okay, that's what I thought. The zombies kind of shuffle up and they start climbing up to on top of the coach, but they're not actually like close enough to hit you guys yet. They had to use their dash action to do so.
Wow, they're a lot closer than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And now it is Rindle's turn.
Is Eric still within sight, or is he gone?
He's bounced down. He's not anywhere near you guys.
Fine. What a jerk. I guess we'll keep taking out his underlings. Both hands kind of come up, lit with blue-white lightning, because I get to throw 2 blasts now. It's a good old time. So 20 plus 7. Those are my 2 attack rolls for, a minion each, whatever.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Unlimited power! Alright, that is 1d10 plus 4. Ah. Yeah, feel that unlimited power.
All right.
Suck at minions.
Give me just a second.
So which of those rolls was the crit?
Oh shit! I had a crit.
Yeah.
Yeah, crit.
I was
It
so
does,
excited.
honestly, with the amount of force damage and full moon's other thing, you take both of the zombies' heads clean off. Doesn't really matter. Because it is not Mealy's turn yet. It is. So
Yeah, sit your ass down, Mealy.
Oh.
Damn it. Didn't even get to channel Divinity this time.
Well, you still might have a chance.
If there's more zombies.
Worst undead turner ever.
Indeed.
Trading her in for a new cleric when we get to town.
Does the demon show up?
Yes.
You had one job. One.
Where are you? Okay, so bursting out of the ground is a four-armed creature, scaled with goat-like horns. 2 of its arms have are kind of humanoid in nature, with 3 fingers and claws on each hand. The other 2 arms end in giant pincer claws. There's spikes everywhere around, and it just starts taking off after you guys.
Okay, so I'm going to use my held action to cast Ice Storm on him. I
Okay.
need to make a dex save.
Okay. He crits.
He crits, as
Okay.
in...
He rolled a natural 20 on his
All
dex
right.
save.
Well, then this is going to be halved. And the area around him in a 20-foot radius is going to be difficult terrain until
Okay.
until the end of my next turn.
So is there anything we notice about this creature that's running towards us?
Oh, that is a terrible
It's
roll.
horrifying. It's large. It looks pissed.
All right, so 4 points of bludgeoning damage and 6 points of cold damage.
Halved.
So 2 points of bludgeoning and 3 points of ice. Oh my god. that's
Technically, 2 points of bludgeoning and 1 point of ice because he is also cold resistant.
All right.
So
Anyhow, difficult terrain around him from all the hailstone.
okay, he then jumps up and casts fly on himself.
Mm. Okay.
He just starts flying towards you guys.
Can we tell what he is?
He's
By
a
chance.
Glabrazu. Demonic creature.
Cool.
Now, Mealy, it's your turn.
Now it's my
He's-
turn.
Yeah, he's going to be about 80 feet from you.
80 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I think I'm just going to hit him with another guiding bolt, but I'm going to do it at third level.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it. That definitely hits. Okay. It slams into its skin. You guys can see it better now. It looks like you'll have a easier time hitting it the next time somebody tries to attack it. And that seemed to deal a decent amount of damage. It didn't seem to do any extra amount of damage, but it didn't seem as ineffectual as the ice storm was. Mist, you're up.
All right. Bonus action: shift Moonbeam on top of it.
How far can Moonbeam move in a turn?
Let me double check it. Uh,
It makes it there.
page 261, because it's not actually on my spell card for that. Sorry.
I think it's 60 feet, at which point it's fine, but like,
Yeah, 60 feet.
okay.
All right. So I shifted on top of them, and then I will use my action to cast Earthbind, which I need it to make a Strength saving throw, which it's probably going to make, but
Yeah. As the spectral vines try to hold it to the ground, it just bats him away with its pincer claw.
okay. That's my turn.
And now it's going to be full moon,
How far away is it from me?
80 feet from the coach.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to use a good old firebolt again.
Okay, go ahead and roll it. That hits. Go and roll damage. Okay. It's actually a good hit, but it doesn't seem to be particular. Like it hurts it a bit, but it just doesn't seem to be care that much about fire.
So then, for my rest of my action, I'll use my movement to move at least 20 feet closer to it.
Okay, so you're getting out of the coach.
Yes, I am.
So you're within 60 feet now.
Oh, okay.
Marlowe is up. You want me to stay in the coach? Do you want me to go attack it? What do you want?
Marlo, I'm pretty sure this is the demon that you need to get for your contract. Be careful, but do
Okay.
you want to take it out now or have to come back later?
I suppose we better take it out now. He will go ahead and get out and then dash to get within. So he's within 20 feet of it. Then we come to Rindle.
Yep, Reno's gonna go ahead and Ah! All the minions are done now, right? No more zombies or skeletons roaming about.
Correct.
All right, yep. Demony friend gets a jolt of Rindle dish-sized lightning.
Okay.
20, both bolts. I probably don't need to bother rolling damage for either of those. Good times.
Nope. And it just sloughs off its armored skin. The first one just is wide, like you didn't know where it went. Yeah. It's now the Glabrazu's turn, who is going
Con
to.
save, please.
Okay. 29 to save. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
that
that's
saves. So that's 13 points of radiant damage,
okay.
halved unless it's vulnerable. So,
Mm-mm.
would it be 7 or 6?
7.
Okay.
Okay. Actually. So it's going to move into range with Marlowe. Is going to cast Power Word Stun on him, which makes Marlowe completely stunned. And then we'll use
There's no save for that?
no. If he has less than
Wow.
150 HP, it just happens. It's an 8th level spell.
Okay.
Dick.
And then it will also, because it can cast a spell as part of its multi attack, so it will use its 2 pincher attacks against him too.
Ugh.
That hits. Okay, so one hits, the other one misses. Marlowe takes 20 points of damage.
Boo!
It's just and also the pincher wraps around Marlowe, so it crushes him, and then the Glabrazu picks him up and is just holding him in one pincher, and then he'll move his the rest of his 20 feet forward towards you guys. So he's now 40 feet away from the coach.
Okay.
Mealy, you're up.
I'm going to hit him with a Sacred Flame.
Okay.
That's-
Deck save.
Yep.
Surprisingly, he fails that.
All
Go
right.
ahead and roll damage. Okay. That seemed effective. Do you have anything else you want to do?
He's coming towards us, so no, I'll wait for him here.
Okay. Missed.
All right. Bonus action, shift Moonbeam on top of him in a way that it's not going to hit Marlowe.
That's
Marlowe's
gonna be really
completely
tough. But okay.
Should be able to.
Okay.
I mean, unless you say no, but
No, you can. It's just like, yeah. As he gets closer, that's gonna be harder and harder. So,
okay. And Marlowe's completely stunned, right?
yeah.
Does the Glabrazu, I said that so weird, look kind of injured much, or?
Not really. You guys have done a grand total of 19 points of damage to it.
Yeesh, not much at all. Fuck. All right, I'm gonna. I mean, it's within 20 feet of us, right?
It's 40 feet away from you.
40 feet. Okay. I do not have a whole lot I can do right now. Shit. I guess. I guess I'm going to have to get down off the coach and kind of spread out, moving closer to it, but trying to move in such a way that I can get it between me and my compatriots. So I'll be 10 feet away from it,
Mhm.
right? And I will hit it with Toby.
Okay. Go and roll an attack.
Oh, no, that. Okay. 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right. D8 4. 10 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
I hate to think what a memory I got from that thing.
Okay. Full Moon, you're up.
So since I was closer before, I'd like to move back, but I'd keep it within range of 30 feet of me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm moving closer to the little carriage and move out, so fan out a little bit more, so that's a little bit more wide range.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to make a attack with Witch Bolt.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage, and yeah, and then that's the one where every action you can just like continue to do damage to it, right?
Correct, I can roll a D12.
Okay. Okay. Lightning zaps through its body, and that's 12 points damage. So that's 31. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, I'm just waiting for Marlo.
Actually, can you? I'll say this is a pretty stressful situation. Can you go ahead and roll on the wild magic chart for me, please?
Now you can do it.
Fun.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Okay, I don't know what that is. Give me a second.
I'm looking up right now.
Okay.
I had it in another spot, but I haven't opened it up, so I'm just in the book real quick.
Okay.
And on the wild magic, 28 is for the next minute. All my spells will, with a casting time of 1 action, have a casting time of 1 bonus action.
You have a quicken spell.
Apparently so.
Okay. So, full moon, he casts a spell, and suddenly he's faster. Like, he starts moving quicker, which, with the fact that he's with Witch Bolt, that's amazing, because he can use his action to Witch Bolt damage and then cast a spell, too.
But if I cast a spell, it takes away from it, doesn't it?
No, well, I don't think so. I'd have to look up Witch Bolt. I'll have to figure it out. Next is is Marlo, who has to make a con save. So Marlo's that kind of weird look in his eye. He's able to shake it off, but he's still grappled, and that's his entire turn. Now Rindle, it's at you.
Cool. Gonna drop a bonus action to put a hex on Fucktard over there,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna light him up this time for good.
Okay.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna hit.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
Nope, that one did not do
Nope.
it.
That did not hit. Neither did
Yep.
that.
Nope.
Still just going wide.
Phenomenal power.
Yeah.
Shooting lightning in every direction except the cooperative one.
Okay. So first thing he does. So first he makes a con saving throw,
Thank you very much.
which he succeeds on.
All right, so that's 13,
Except that he has
20.
disadvantage on that.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
What? How much?
From my hex, did you get that disadvantage?
Well, he has spell resistance, so he.
Oh, he shrugged off my hex.
Well, no. Then he has spell resistance, which means normally at advantage, so they cancel each other out.
20 points of radiant damage.
Okay. So, he now, he's getting really pissed at this. He will go ahead and use Dispel Magic on your, Moonbeam.
Aw, you don't like my moonbeam?
This is
Uh,
really
Thanks.
bad.
Yeah, so I cast it at the 3rd level, so it just ends.
Yeah, it just ends.
'Kay.
So it stalks forward to Mist.
'Kay.
Still has Marlowe in his hand. It'll go ahead and make the attack against Marlowe, which he has advantage on because it's already in his claw. I don't know how you miss this, but whatever. So against Marlowe, advantage. Okay. Actually, somehow, like Marlowe's just tough monk hide is able to like not get crushed in the Spencer Claw,
Cool.
but it will go ahead and make an attack against you, Mist. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
You take 20 points of damage and are now grappled.
Oh God!
Okay.
And that's its turn. Melee, you're up.
How close is it?
It's from you. It's probably 20 feet.
Oh man! And they're both grappled now.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
And don't worry about me. I'm good.
I'm going to cast. I'm going to move up closer to it
Okay.
against my better judgment,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to cast Guardian of Faith.
Okay. You're gonna have to tell me what that spell does.
Basically, a large spectral guardian appears and hovers for the duration in an unoccupied place.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, any creature hostile to me that moves in that space within 10 feet of the guardian for the first time on a turn must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 20 radiant damage on a failed save.
Okay. Cool.
And it lasts like 8 hours.
Right. Okay.
And it does that until it's dealt 60 points of damage.
Okay. Sounds good. Next we come to back to the turn. Mist, you are currently grappled.
All right, I will misty step out of it to right behind him,
Mm-hmm.
hoping I can maybe get some advantage on this next attack. And I will attack him with Toby again, because I don't have spells prepped that'll work very well against him.
I'll say you managed to misty step to the opposite side of Marlowe, who is no longer stunned, so he actually is threatening. So I'll give you advantage on the attack.
Didn't really help. That's 17 to hit.
That barely hits.
Oh, thank God. 6 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Full moon.
Yeah, so I'm going to use the D12 from the Witch Bolt
Okay.
again. So let's do that real quick.
Okay.
And I was looking, it says as long as I don't do an action, so I do 4 damage to him. As long as I don't use another action to do it, I can still keep the concentration up.
Right, so you can still bonus action cast spells on him.
And I plan to, the half that Marlowe's not on, I'm going to try to cast Fairy Fire on that half so I can get...
Okay. It fails, so yeah, it's super sparkly now.
How big of a radius is Fairy Fire? I don't remember.
Stand by and look real quick.
If it's the half that's not an enemy, it's probably going to hit you, Mist.
Yeah. Dex save, right?
It's 60 feet, 20-foot radius.
I'm pretty sure I'm sparkly. That's a 12 on my dex save.
Yeah, you're
Very-
sparkly.
Very beautiful violet color, though.
Okay.
And that should be your turn, because that's your action, bonus action.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Now, it is Marlowe who is going to go ahead and try to escape the grapple. which somehow he's even more grappled. I don't.
He just wants to cuddle.
Mhm.
Those dice need to go to jail.
I
Yeah.
can't jail dice. So that was his action. Or sorry, no, that was his bonus action because monk's crap. So he's just going to go ahead and take his attacks against him, I guess. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, okay. Oh, but he has advantage because of
He rolls
fairy
like
fire.
me. It's precious.
One hit. One hit.
Oh God. This...
Okay. However, oh, okay. No, it does full damage because of the silver. So, okay. And now Rindle, you're up.
I'm going to continue firing off electricity into the atmosphere because maybe I'll start a storm or something.
Okay, you actually have advantage on this because of the fairy fire. So,
All right, so there's advantage on the first roll.
yeah. So you hit the first
Gonna need
roll,
that one.
second roll. First one hits, second one doesn't. But go ahead and don't forget your hex damage. So 1d10 plus 1d6 plus your normal.
And then 1d6.
Yeah, that's decent. 13 points of damage. So.
Here I am,
Okay.
rocking
It's lo-
like a hurricane.
It's looking bloodied at this point. It looks like you're about halfway there.
Okay. Fabulous.
Okay, first thing happens, he tries to make his dex save against the thing, which he critically fails, so that's, you said 20 points of damage to him?
Yeah.
Okay. So he gets queued up, he growls at it, and again his humanoid hands does a thing and it dispels that. Unless it's a third level spell, right?
The 4th level spell.
Oh, so he has to roll. Which he rolls a 13, he had to roll a 14, so it's not dispelled.
Hooray!
He actually seems really frustrated by that, but he'll go ahead and do a pincher attack against Marlowe. Which again somehow misses Marlowe, even though he's in the pincher. Mist, you are
He's just
all
like,
I'm sorry, say again?
you are all shiny, so he's gonna go ahead and attack you with advantage.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure 28 hits,
Yep.
but he rolls like shit. 3 and a 1, so that's 9 points of damage to you.
All right. Cool,
And
cool.
Mealy, you're up.
All right. Let's see here.
Viciously mock him. Do it.
I will viciously mock him and then cast Guiding Bolt in his face. At 2nd level.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack for Guiding Bolt. I'm assuming you, because Vicious Mockery is a action, not a bonus action. So
I don't even have Vicious Mockery, so
okay, you're just
I was
vicious-
just viciously mocking him and then casting Guiding Bolt.
okay.
Everybody else seems to be doing it. So.
Okay, so just go ahead and roll an attack with advantage because he's also just go ahead and roll again in case you crit. But okay, yeah,
Nope.
you hit, so go ahead and roll damage. Oh crap!
Yay!
It was the mockery. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It was.
You finally talked some smack, and then you backed it up.
Okay, so yeah, it's looking really hurt now, and it's looking around like he's looking for some way to get out of here. Mist, you're up.
All right. Just to make sure no one's coming out of the temple behind us, right?
No, no one's coming out.
Okay, thank God. I'm going to go ahead and do 3rd level moonbeam on his head again.
Okay.
And I'm going to remain threatening him.
Okay. Full moon.
So I'm going to roll the witch bolt first, and then try to figure out. Nice, 1 damage. And then I was going to try to figure out. And do I know? Would I know if necrotic damage would do any damage to him before I cast a spell or choose to?
You have no reason to think it wouldn't do any damage. That it wouldn't. You have no reason to think that it wouldn't do damage.
Would he have seen my necrotic blast hitting him?
Yeah, and you've seen You've already actually seen necrotic damage do damage to him, and it seems to do full damage to him.
Because I laced my lightning.
Then with my bonus action, I'll use a level 4 blight on him.
Okay, that's a con save.
Correct.
He succeeds on that one, but
Okay,
he
so
still
you're
takes
taking
half damage
Yep.
from it.
Yep.
So.
Wow.
Yeah,
That'll
it's looking
be done.
really, really hurt at this point. It is now Marlowe's turn. He has he is, well, it's not restrained, so he has advantage on this because it's still sparkling.
No, I wanted to tell Marlowe to quit dicking around as well.
Hits. And that's the first attack. Second attack hits. Which he'll also go ahead and roll his unarmed strike too. Okay, so roll 1d8 plus 4. Get me up to 146. Up to 155. So, okay, so Marlowe is able to get his spear in there, just like spear, and like drop me, just stabbing right into the pincer arm, and finally just like kicks him hard into the chest, and his leg goes through the demon's sternum, kind of in a like its heart flies out the other side of him.
And I'm going to call out to Marlowe. If it's dead, put your stone on him.
It's very much dying, and it starts incorporating, but Marlowe is able to jam the stone right into it and suck up its essence.
Yay!
Hooray!
Amateurs.
I was seriously expecting that we were going to have to come back to take care of the demon for Marlowe, but we made so much noise they came out to us. So as Mist walks back to the cart, she kind of like punches Marlowe on the shoulder and dispels Moonbeam. And says, "We're probably not done with Diana, but I think we should get out of here for now."
Like, I thought we all agreed we wanted to kill her for sending us to the abyss.
Pretty sure we do, but it's night is falling, and her weird short. You said the sun had been setting.
No, I said that it was noon.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Well, then let's see if everyone else wants to take care of her now or later, and how we want to go about that.
Well, we still have the Death Knight creature that ran away. Is that Diana?
No, that's Eric.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But Diana and Eric work together, and she seems to be able to buff him to the point where he does like a shit ton of extra damage.
Yeah, I seem to remember that too.
Didn't seem that very strong to me.
So do we want to take care of the Catherine thing and come back later with a better plan to take her out? Or do we want to do something now?
We can leave for later. And do this later, I mean.
Will they be here later?
I don't know. She seems to be building a temple here, though.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing intrinsically wrong with building a temple, but
Yeah, we believe in freedom of religion.
yeah, don't have any problem with that. I have a problem with her sending us to the abyss.
We
But
did
did
ask
she-
her to, in fairness.
Yeah, and did she actually send us? Because, I mean, I thought we walked through the portal our own. I'm fine with doing what we're here because we're here. We can always set up camp if we need to, eat a good meal, and then move on. Or not move on because it's in the middle of the day. So we still have time. We can even send somebody to try to scout to see if it'd be better for us to do it now or later with a plan. If there's reinforcements or something along those lines, we still have time to retreat.
Okay, so do you guys want to like...
I'd like to do it now. I do not want to come back if we don't have to. If
All
we
right.
do it now, we get it knocked out of the way, and then we don't have to come back. And we can spend more time eating.
spend more time eating? Okay, how about we step off to the side so that keep an eye on the entrance to this place and discuss how we want to go about this while we take a little bit of a rest.
Do we need a rest? I feel fine. How about you guys? I look at everybody else, but Marlo. I look at Marlo last.
Could take it or leave it.
Okay, are we taking a rest or not? And
If
how
you
do
need one, we can. Because, I mean, as long as we're able to keep sight of them so they don't approach us when we're resting, it should be fine. I don't know if anyone else really needs to rest.
Pretty sure Marlo and I could use a little bit of patching of our wounds before we go after Diana. And we still need to figure out how we want to go after her. Going directly in is probably not going to work, even though we took out some of her minions. We don't know what else she has in there.
Okay. So that seems to be fine. I don't want to rest too long because if we have to worry about things at night, as you pointed out, if we wanted to try to let you guys rest and some of us could possibly scout while you guys are resting, just to give us an idea so we're not
Okay.
walking anything.
9 + 9, that's 18. Okay. So I'm taking a little bit of a rest, and you guys are going to scout while Marlo and I heal up.
That's the plan.
All right, sounds good. I'm going to use my natural recovery to regain my 4th level spell slot. Land Druid.
Question for you, Scott. I didn't even ask. If I change forms to werewolf, do I get any movement bonus? Or am I still
Oh
at the
yeah,
same
you
movement
get a
speed?
huge movement bonus. Your speed goes up to 50 feet.
Okay, then. I'll wolf out, and then I'll say I'm going this way, but I'm going to go wide circle, and then I'll just take all fours and move around.
Okay. So I should have shifted you guys to the whoever is scout. So who's scouting what? You're scouting the outside then?
The outside, going a nice long berth around just to make sure if there's anything, one way in, one way out kind of thing, or figure out if there's anything else that we could use as advantage, or it would be used against us if we decided to attack, especially when it started getting dark.
Okay.
And collectively, we've all just learned that he can turn into a wolf on demand now.
Yep.
I need you to make a survival check with advantage. They're full moon.
Scott, by the way, I've just got a blank screen on Roll20. It's black.
Yeah, me
Zoom
too.
out. There's actually a map if you zoom out, or maybe you don't have dark vision on the map that he has put on
Yeah.
there.
I'm pretty sure he just needs to add dark vision for
I
me.
need to add dark vision.
Okay, yeah, because I can see the map. Well, I can see a portion of the map.
I can't see any of it.
Okay.
Oh, I recognize that. Okay. Anyhow, though, I'm gonna grab coffee while you scout. I'll
Yep.
be right back.
So I have a 13 for my survival.
Was there a short rest in there, or did we decide to forego it?
I think there was a short rest in there.
Just short
Yeah,
rest
okay.
if you needed it.
Cool.
Because it was a matter
Oh.
of scouting.
It just gets me my spell slots back if we short rested. That's all I
Was
needed
that
to
with
annotate.
advantage there, Terry? That 13?
No, that it's not.
Okay, you had advantage on that because you. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you actually find a lot of dead bodies. Throughout your thing, you don't see any real exits. You do, however, get the sense that, like, at night, there's a lot of things in there that feed.
Brains. Brains.
Well, so there's that. There's things that have been chewed on, but you also see things that have more been exsanguinated.
Blood. Give me your blood.
You also see evidence of there's skeletons that seem to be like they didn't die from natural rot. They're not old enough. You don't know what they are. There's really tiny, teeny bites all over their bones, though. So
Rodents of unusual size.
and smaller than that. Even
Did you ever get
smaller
your
than
phone, Scott?
rodents of normal size? There'd be smaller bites. Than that.
Did
So
you ever
if-
grab your phone, Scott?
No.
Okay. When you have a chance, I shot you a question that's not critically important at this precise moment, but
Oh, okay.
maybe eventually.
Okay.
So I would just take my time going around, seeing as much as I could, so I don't endanger myself, and then I'd make my way back and pass everyone what I found.
You find?
Evidence of zombies, vampires, and some type of insect swarms.
Oh my!
Okay.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore, Toto.
And that these things seem to feed at night. Like all the bodies you found were the previous few hours.
Hey, all sorry.
It's all
No
good.
worries.
No worries, we're good.
Good news. We got the demon that was on your contract.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, you finished them off.
He was hugging you though the entire time.
I didn't want to hurt you.
And I don't know what your max HP is, but you took 20 points of damage during that fight. So
And you're
you
taking a
and,
short rest right now.
yeah, Marlo and Mist are taking a short rest because we took damage, so you can heal up. And Full Moon is scouting Diana's place out.
As a werewolf,
as a
which
werewolf.
apparently he can do on demand now.
Mhm.
That might
Oh, wow.
interest you.
Only the people that were paying attention, not the people that were sleeping.
So we decided to go after Diana.
Yeah, everyone else was saying that they'd rather take her out now rather than coming
Yeah,
back.
before she got her spells back.
Yeah, and we stopped here to pick up Donlin the chef.
You helped him back in the carriage.
Good job, you.
During Rindle's short rest, he did not sleep. He just kind of sat there reading a book and talking to a raven.
Mhm.
Because, you know, it's fun.
Yep.
Oh, it's Marston around her.
Nope.
Rindle apparently just talks to a
Brindle
raven.
now has like seems to have a pet.
Okay. So are we in Diana's
No,
complex?
no, you
or-
were out. I was
Oh.
prepping for it because I didn't know if you guys were going to scout or not, and I just needed to switch where you were at. What's that?
I just remembered something since I am taking a short rest. Do I need to roll a charisma save for...
Are you falling asleep?
I'm patching up my wounds. I don't think I need to sleep to do that, right?
You're not. As long as
Okay,
you're not
okay.
asleep, you don't have to do that.
All right, cool. Thank you.
So Marlo, as I was telling the rest of the group, because I know you weren't paying attention, basically found evidence of creatures feeding, things along those lines, and knowing that when it gets closer to dark, they're going to be feeding a lot more. vampires, insects, and a couple other things that are there, zombies, and a couple other things that we encountered before we took our short rest.
Oh, also the demon you slayed was a Glabrazu, by the way. Just for Tucker's information.
So have we? Sorry,
It's all
because I
good.
don't know what's going on.
It's okay. We know you got hit pretty hard.
Yeah. Have we been in the complex? Like, have we seen Diana or Eric, or did we just like run into the demon
You
outside?
ran into Eric, but and you actually did a crap ton of damage to Eric, but he disappeared back into the complex before you were able to finish him off.
He bolted.
He realized he made a tactical error by trying to attack you in daylight.
Okay. So we fought the demon outside, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So the only one who's been inside is Full Moon.
No one's been inside yet. I just moved you to the map because I figured that's where you guys are headed next.
So Full Moon, where did you see all these vampires and?
I just point over there where I kind of did because he's really kind of far, so I can't really point in detail. But in that direction there, and blah 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 blah. It'd be in our best interest to attack before nighttime.
Like too.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I said I'm sure they're easier to take out in the daylight too.
So now that hopefully everyone's had a chance to rest, are we going to make our way, or are we going to come back?
Well, if we want to go after Diana, we're going to have to go in, but we're going to need to be careful and try to get her separated from Eric.
So can we actually just try to destroy the structure itself and not worry about them?
Destroying the underground area of it might be a little bit hard.
Well, if we believe that there's only one entrance, if we just destroy the entrance itself, they can't really get out, and they'd have to actually fight their way out.
Maybe.
Could
I ask, is there any bodies of water near us?
There's the ocean, but that's like a day from you.
Okay, but no, like, small pond or river or anything like that?
No.
I'm a little worried that our benefactor, and I'll point over to the carriage, might recall his property too.
Oh, that's
It would
not his
still be
anymore.
kinda nice to get that little
That's mine now.
dimensional shifter thingamadoo.
No, that's mine now.
Well, he might recall you with it.
I mean, he could try.
I hope not. Really hope not.
Okay, so do we want to try... I don't think blocking the entrance is going to do a whole lot of good, because she can just use whatever zombies or skeletons she has down below to just slowly excavate it. And Eric's undead, so just blocking the entrance isn't going to do anything to him.
Till he runs out of blood.
If you want, you can make a religion check to figure out what happens when that.
Yeah, I'd like to. 18?
So you know that blocking anything with a vampire is they can turn into mist. So
They can turn into me? That doesn't make sense. I'm just kidding. Sorry. That was a bad joke.
You beat me to it.
they can turn into fog. How about that? So blocking entrances for vampires isn't really useful. However, if somehow you did manage to lock one away and they wouldn't die from lack of blood, they'd just kind of slip into a coma.
Okay. I will share that information with the group.
They'll turn into you?
I meant fog.
And
I mean, I
once they
know I've
turn
got...
into you, they can turn into deer and horses, right?
Say again, sorry? Did you ask
Well-
if I can or if
No. I mean, if they turn into you, then they can turn into deer and other animals.
I'm terribly sorry. I know my name is a little bit weird. I meant like fog or the mist above water that you sometimes see.
Oh, that makes
Yeah.
so much sense. Okay. So if we're gonna do this, let's move someplace. Do we want to worry about moving the carriage someplace, or we can find it later and then make our way in?
I guess so. If we don't want to come back later.
Does anyone have a problem with us actually going in right now?
I don't
No.
think so.
Not at all.
What is our objective in going in again? Or I forget. You're mad because we went through her portal?
No, I want to take her out so she doesn't summon any more demons from the abyss. That is actually my goal. The revenge thing is just icing on the cake.
Okay. Very well. Just to be clear, wanted to make sure, shoot first, ask later this time around.
But I thought you guys wanted to kill demons for your lists,
Already took care of the ones
Oh,
from
unless
the
you're
list.
gone.
Yeah.
so then we don't need to worry about any demons then.
It's
Well, I don't
not a
know. I'm
big
sure
fan
we'll
of
get some more
demons,
trouble.
per
We might
se.
want to just cash a little for the next time we run into legal trouble.
I need store credit.
All right. So are we heading in?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Who's in front?
I'll go in front.
Nose goes.
I'll go ahead and head in, trying to be stealthy.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Okay.
So we're just gonna watch her be stealthy.
Okay.
16 plus 7. It's 23.
You're pretty stealthy.
Rendell will follow her, but he's just going to keep walking like he owns the place.
Okay.
Cane tapping loudly behind her.
You guys have control of your tokens, right?
Let me check. Yeah, looks like it.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't have a token.
Don't.
Isn't this you?
I see your token.
Get
I can't. All I see is a black screen.
That's
Oh,
because you
you
don't
need
have
to-
dark vision. Sorry.
Oh, actually, before we go in, then
Zoom out.
I will go ahead and cast dark vision on him.
Okay.
I've actually been saving this for a while. I will touch.
It's nice of you.
Yeah, I will touch Marlowe gently on the shoulder, and I will cast dark vision.
Can you
It'll
see
last
now,
for
Tiger?
eight
Yes,
hours.
I can.
Okay.
Careful, bro. She's making all sorts of
hours,
weird
right?
proposals.
Yeah, she has proposals.
Ah,
That's 8
No,
hours, right?
she's.
Yeah.
You didn't ask for consent before you touched him. That's
Yeah, 8
inappropriate.
hours.
you guys.
What if he's not identifying as a guy? Maybe you need to just be a little bit more neutral.
Please don't assume.
Okay.
Dark vision is good touch.
The halfling liked it.
Okay. Moving on.
Okay.
So Mist is scouting, and Rendell
Sneaking
is
in to try to motion back to Rendell when I actually see something to indicate what I see.
okay.
So I will get up here. Do I
Oh,
see anything?
Rendell's just totally following.
You
Like-
see exactly what you see on the map.
Okay.
He's walking in there like he owns the place.
And still, this is what I'm seeing.
Uh-huh. Now the summoning circle is a little bit smudged from last time.
Right. Remind me what this thing is.
Well, that's a statue, but you just stepped there, so I need you to make a
Well, no.
dexterity saving throw.
I'm sorry, I wasn't actually walking over there. I had grabbed my token on accident. I wasn't actually walking over there. I couldn't remember what it was.
I'll let you get away with it this time,
Thank you.
but.
But you'll pay for that later tonight.
All right, so I am going to cautiously head down this way,
Mm-hmm.
looking for traps or anything else.
Make an investigation check.
All right. That's a 10.
The hallway doesn't appear trapped.
All right, I'm gonna move forward. Is this a door?
Yeah, that's a door.
Gonna investigate it for traps. That's an 11. I can't remember if last time if I ever tried opening this door. I don't think I did.
Door does not seem trapped. You guys kind of got trapped in the center area. Everybody.
Yeah, we stayed in the main room. We never came down either side.
Kind of got flooded by.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to see if I can open this door quietly.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a stealth check.
23 again.
Okay. You open it stealthily, and immediately 2 crossbow bolts come smashing into you.
Did you guys motion which way you guys went? Because I know you're being stealthy.
Yes, I was motioning.
I wasn't stealthy at all. You can hear my
No, is it-
cane clanking on the stones as I follow her.
Okay.
And I'm like right behind her.
These both have advantage because you're surprised. So that one hits, right? You have an AC of
Yep.
18.
19. I have an AC of 19. That one just hit.
So you're able to dodge out of the way of one of them, but one of them smashes you right into the shoulder.
Is the door fully open at this point?
Yeah.
Roger.
You can see the 2 cultists there with heavy crossbows aimed at you. Take 4 points of damage, missed.
All right. It's just the 2 cultists.
Yeah.
Is there stairs leading down or anything?
Yeah, they're flanking stairs that are kind of leading.
Ah, so that's not like a sewer grate. That's actual stairs.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's kind of nebulous.
I was hoping it was a rancor pit. You know.
You also hear them shout out, "Brothers, join us! We have quarry." I'm not even gonna have initiative. I'm just gonna have you guys go, and then I'm gonna have the cultists go, because the cultists are pretty much fodder. So
Go ahead, Mist.
All right. Do you always shoot people that are coming to visit?
Yes.
And-
Yes, we do.
All right, fair enough. 5, 10, 15. I should be able to get here, and I will use Toby on him.
Okay.
I thought. Hold on. Weren't they supposed to have been briefed that we were good to pass last time we were here? Wasn't that like a thing we said with what's her name?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Guess they forgot. Didn't get the memo.
Yeah, I guess
They
so.
did not
Thanks,
forget
Robert.
who you are. To their perspective, it's been 4 hours.
Guess they didn't get the memo.
All right, so that's a 16 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and dealing 7 points of psychic damage.
You kill a cultist and absorb its memories.
Yep.
I guess we'll go Rindle.
I'm going to viciously mock the guy that's left there.
Okay.
So DC on that would be 15 for you.
Okay, and that's a wisdom saving throw?
I believe so. I'm paging right now back to spells. I'm pretty sure because it's psychic damage that it deals.
Yeah, so 2d4.
I think so because I went up that level. Is that what it is at 5th level?
Yep.
Man, I am scrolling. All right, 2d4. Fuck it. There you go.
Surprisingly, that one's still up. he holds his head in pain, but he looks,
suffered my castigation.
Yeah, he's
Okay, and so I am also going to ask him, do you have any of those weird breakfast tubey things that you sell during your, some of your initiation stuff?
I want a
Full
breakfast
Moon
burrito.
and Marlo, what are you guys doing? Amelie, what are you guys doing?
Probably just gonna move in and ask, are we attacking people? Because I thought we were just here for dinner. For lunch, I mean. Lunch.
They attacked first. They won't let me buy any tubey breakfast thing.
He responds with, "It's not the right month."
Aww.
He's only a cultist in the fall.
Well, what month is it supposed to happen during?
That's way more than 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So I'll make my way in. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I'm going to try to cast Friends on the closest one. And
the only one you can see, so.
and then I was going to ask, so when would be a good time for us to actually come for more food? Would it be later?
Okay, so Friends is the one that gives you +10 to your diplomacy checks.
Yeah, the charisma wise, but yeah.
Yeah, okay, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Poor Scott, you're rubbing your head like we're giving you
Advantage, right?
What?
It's advantage, friends. I think,
Oh, advantage, okay.
on all of them for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, he's like, oh. If you're here for the breakfast wraps, I guess come back next month. That's when we do our fundraiser.
That sounds good. Do you know where we can stay in the meantime?
Well,
That's pretty much it, man.
yeah, that's about 6 seconds. Neely and Marlo.
Okay. So realizing what he does, I'm just gonna saunter up here and wait for the friends to wear off.
Okay.
Yep, I'm just going to go right up here and see what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, it's the cultist's turn.
I can't go that far. Hold on. Actually, I probably can't get through everybody else.
A bunch of cultists start running up these stairs.
God damn it.
You also hear a familiar female voice call out from behind you.
Ugh.
I expected you back sooner, actually. Did you have problems in the abyss?
Couldn't find a decent place to eat.
We had a great time.
It went pretty well, but the Overlord Grast actually sent us back here to shut you down.
We'll see. We shall see.
Is it closing time?
It's you guys' turn again.
Why do I have a feeling there's a whole lot of cultists around the corner?
Yeah. I'm just going to just say it.
I mean, I can't really fireball the room
Here's-
while you're in there safely, so, be
We've
lucky.
got a definite problem over here.
Okay. Well, I guess I will. Let's see. If I step here, can I see Diana?
Yeah, she's.
Yeah, I can. That's Diana, right?
Yeah, the general token. Yeah, that's Diana.
Okay. This is going to be so wrong, and I am going to go ahead and control the water in my flask and send it to her and shove all my water down her throat, attempting to drown her
In her lungs.
in her lungs.
Nice.
Okay, your flask is what? Like a cup?
I don't know. It's enough to swirl around in her lungs repeatedly. I mean, I'm pretty certain that with even a cup, if I'm swirling it around in someone's lungs, I have a pretty good chance of drowning them.
Can you please read to me control water?
Okay.
This is a what level spell?
It's a 4th level spell, page 227. All right. It's a long thing. So it's a 1 action, range 300 feet, concentration up to 10 minutes. Until the spell ends, you control any freestanding water inside an area you choose that is a cube up to 100 feet. So I could also take all the water from my companion's flasks. And you can choose from any of the following effects when you cast the spell. As an action on your turn, you can repeat the same effect or choose a different one. I can cause it to flood, where I can...
Not enough water to flood.
Right. I can part the water. I can redirect its flow, which is the one I'm actually doing. To move in a direction you choose, even if the water has to flow over obstacles, up walls, or in other unlikely directions. The water in the area moves as you direct it, but once it moves beyond the spell's area, it resumes its flow based on the terrain conditions. The water continues to move in the direction you choose until the spell ends, or you choose a different effect.
Okay, so you can't get it into her lungs. I will say that is not an effect of this spell, but you can redirect it so like it goes up and covers her mouth.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay. So, okay. I'm gonna say a Constitution saving throw for her on this. What's your spell save DC?
Should be 15. Yeah, 15.
Okay, she's able to just kind of like cover her mouth and keep her breath held, so you can't. It's still going on. Like you can try it again next turn, but
Can I use Ben Luck as a reaction?
you use your what?
Ben Luck. I can spend 2 of my sorcery points to roll a d4 to either give her a bonus or minus
Yeah,
to
go
her
ahead.
roll.
You can do that.
Hi, Puma.
So -4 to her roll.
Okay, so yeah, she starts coughing as the water starts like. I'll say that she can't talk and she's technically suffocating next round.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay. Marlo and Rindle. Amelie.
So, is that the order you're telling us to go in, or are you just asking us all flat out like what we want to do?
Just you guys can choose what order. It's not.
Oh, cool. Well, then, you know what? Fortune favors the bold front. I'm going to stand right here, and I'm going to drop a fireball back here.
I'm not even gonna do it. You eliminate those cultists. They have 6 HP each. They're not going to.
20-foot radius, bitches.
and this kind of like somewhat bumps into you as fireball goes off behind her.
Yup.
Just explosion of fire. You also hear some shrieks coming from below as the fire kind of wraps around into
Yes,
the
it
stairs.
does. I think Marlo just ran away.
What's Marlo doing?
Running away.
So
Yeah, they're
Marlo's
fucking
gonna walk back towards the group behind us and her,
Uh-huh.
because that's her, right?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get it so that I got everybody in a 30-foot cone. He's going to prick his finger
Mm-hmm.
on his knife and then take his knife and slide it across his throat while rubbing the blood from his finger across his own throat while lolling his head back, and I'm going to cast fear on everybody.
Okay. So that's a lot of wisdom saving throws, I think, right?
I'm
Okay,
just trying to see if I can get. I think I got to get like right in here in order to catch her.
Yeah, I'll say
Yeah.
catch her, but I'm gonna
Okay.
roll hers first. So her wisdom saving throw, she beats you pretty.
Yeah, she does it.
But the cultist.
Fail. That one makes it. Fail. Fail.
5 cultists, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So one of the cultists is not scared. The rest of them are terrified of you. And I think that's the spell that actually forces them to run away, right? They're not
Right.
frightened.
It makes them frightened. Plus, they have to use their action to use the dash action to move as far away from me as possible. They get a save if they can get out of my line of sight.
Right, which is going to be tough for them. So, Mealy, you're the last one to have anything.
I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to hit Diana with a guiding bolt.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
Ooh.
So that's a crit, so that's double dice.
Do I just roll it again?
Yeah. So 23 points of damage. Okay. It's now the cultist's turn. These guys are all gonna run away. Let's say this one's the one that actually succeeded, but 60. You get some attacks of you get an attack of opportunity on one of these guys.
Okay. I'm going to take my attack of opportunity on that guy.
Okay. This one actually moves towards you.
So that, I mean, it's 14.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. As long as you get more roll, yeah, okay. Not even phasing you, just straight through his head.
Then right after do it, I turn back to. Wait, we're allowed to kill these guys this time, right?
Yep.
Do
Just
your
making
worst.
sure.
Diana will actually call back to her cultist.
She can't. You said she can't talk.
Oh yeah, she can't talk. So she's gonna scramble and she's going to go ahead and she can't cast Dispel Magic because she can't talk.
She can drink.
So she's going to try to scramble forward.
That's stupid. She panicked. She should be trying to drink that water.
Chug, chug, chug.
Not -3, +3. I don't know why I rerolled. She had disadvantage on it. She's just scrambling at it. She's choking on it. She's going to go ahead and dash to engage you, Marlo. But or actually, no, she wouldn't be that dumb. She's gonna stay there. Okay. But she's just trying to get the water off. She looks like she's actually telling her cultists to stay back. And kind of, yeah, okay. So a kind of wall of fog starts forming in the room that you're in, Mist. It obscures the vision, is kind of making everything very hard to see.
Okay.
Starting to coalesce into a form, but it hasn't fully yet.
Okay.
It's now you guys' turn.
I will call out, let everyone know that I think Eric's about to show up.
Mm-hmm.
Still concentrating on the water.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20. Should get it there. And I think I'm close enough. How... Diana doesn't really look all that hurt. She's just drowning right now, right?
Yeah, she doesn't look that hurt. The what Mealy did, that bolt smashed right into her face though. Like she was not happy with that one.
Okay.
And
Oh.
and next attack has advantage on her because of guiding bolt.
All right. So, well, I don't. I guess no, because no one else is around her. I don't want to do that. I'm going to hold my action, so that if Eric comes close enough, I'm going to cast ice knife at him, I guess.
Okay.
Drown, woman, drown.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
Well,
Rendell, you want to go next?
okay, I know what I want to do.
Okay, go for it.
So I'm going to run by. I'm going to slash at her once with the knife that's in my hand.
Okay. Roll an attack with advantage because melee thing. That's a
Ooh,
crit.
natural 20.
Yeah.
That's with my knife, not with my fist, but it's the same roll, so that's why I did that.
Mm-hmm. Max damage too.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
And then I go right on by her.
Okay. Now she's actually looking pretty hurt.
And I'm just going to stand there and make them keep running.
Okay. And you see that massive cultist, right?
Yep.
Because I did get rid of that. Yeah, okay. Only about half of those are actually scared of you.
4 of the 7 that I can see.
Okay. Mealy or Full Moon or Rindle? Do you guys know what you want to do?
I'm going to move up towards her,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to hit her with Sacred Flame,
Okay.
which is the dex save.
Okay. She fails. Go ahead and roll damage.
And you evaporate the water.
No. A cantrip is not going to dispel a level 4 spell.
You're not thinking fourth dimensionally.
Uh-huh.
Well, technically, the water's just water.
Right.
And the Sacred Flame isn't flame, it's radiant.
Yeah, it's light. Okay. Is anything else for Mealy?
No, I already moved and hit, so.
Okay.
So Full Moon's going to go. I'm going to move closer. 10, 15, 25, 30. Can I move right here or do I have to move right here?
You can move either one.
Oh.
Whatever one you prefer.
I'm trying to see if I have line of sight to cast spells without having to worry about hitting melee.
Melee's significantly shorter than Diana, so yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, and then try to talk to her real quick to see if she wants to give up before we worry about killing her. I'll take that as a no. Cast Firebolt.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Next time you'll have burritos ready when we get here. Damn it!
It's burrito season, all season.
That hits.
2d10.
How do you want to kill Diana?
Slowly and tenderly.
Well, when I hit her with it, because it's the way it's the fireballs, pretty much hit her upper torso,
Mhm.
and as she gasps her last, it's just gonna be like steam leaving her body.
Okay. Yeah, so the bolt hits her. The hot air actually does cause that your water to evaporate. But,
I knew she was full of hot air.
body just kind of scorches away. What's that? Rindle, you're
I'm gonna ready myself for once the vampire here becomes solid.
okay. So you're waiting for it to incorporate.
Yeah, because that was this room down here, right?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Then yeah, I'm not turning my back on a vampire, so I'll be just ready to unleash
Okay.
blue white lightning when he's solid.
Okay, so you're holding your action for when he's solid, which he immediately becomes solid. Go ahead and roll your attack against him.
And my ice knife, because I was holding that action.
Okay. Well, do you go?
All right. Yes. It's not great. That's only 13. Pretty sure my ice
All
knife.
that misses.
But he still needs to make a dex save.
Natural 20.
Well, okay. Well, that didn't do anything then.
I'll be verbally letting everyone know that Eric has deigned to join us again.
And as you do this, he will go ahead and attack you.
You're beating an AC of 13, which you did easily because, you know,
And he will go ahead and smite you.
of course he will.
Actually, no, he is actually grappling you. He is going to use his bite attack on you. Which he's still going, which is not a melee weapon attack coach, so he can't smite. But you take 6 points of piercing damage. And then you take 10 points of necrotic damage, and your hit point maximum is reduced by that amount. And he heals that much.
How much was the necrotic? Sorry, I was
10.
10?
Uh-huh. And let's see. And now he will. So that was his first attack. Now he'll go ahead and use his second attack on you. That which does hit. He can't bite you again, so this is going to actually be his smite. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage, 10 points of 13 points of slashing damage, 10 points of radiant damage.
So that's 23.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oof.
Okay, and that's its turn. The cultists, 5 of them will, or 4 of them will continue to run away from you. Go over here. The rest of them will go to try to swarm you, Marlowe. That's about it for swarming you.
Okay. The other two have to run too.
None of the necrotic was subject to spell resistance.
I figured. Just making sure.
And then technically, after they do their full action, they will be out of my sight, so they'll get another will save.
Yeah. Miss. Hit. Is an 18 a hit on you, Marlowe?
Yeah, that one hits.
Scimitar comes swiping at you for 2 points of slashing damage.
Woohoo!
And now we're back up to your guys' turn.
Okay. I guess I need to back Rendell up. I will move here, which should be within my range of using Toby.
Mm-hmm.
Because Mist would know from the religion check I did that vampires are resistant to like normal damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this would be more effective than my gun.
Mm-hmm.
2D attacks for 26.
That hits.
Dealing 10 points of psychic damage.
So those wounds that it seemed to heal just come back psychically.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it for your turn?
I think so.
Okay, it's going to use one of its legendary actions to move over here. It does not provoke any attacks of opportunity. Just kind of like, because that mist form of his kind of shifts around and ends around you and circles back around you.
Okay. Who's up next?
I'll move back this way, and I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Rendell.
Okay.
For 6 points. And then for my action, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the vampire.
Okay. Dex save?
Yep.
It saves. Oh, wait a minute. That's radiant damage. So no, it doesn't save. It doesn't get spell resistance. It's radiant damage. So.
All right.
Go ahead.
So make the roll.
Yeah. Just make the roll. Okay. He is looking really, really rough right now. Like,
Yeah, you heal 6.
He's looking back and forth, and he will go ahead and take his next legendary action to make a bite attack against Mist. 20 to hit, Mist.
Yeah, that hits.
You take 8 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and Man, that's a shit roll. 6 points of necrotic damage. Your hit points is reduced by 6, which that will heal after 24 hours. Yes, any issue, but you will go ahead and heal 6. Whoever wants to go next.
All right. Rendell, Marlowe, or Full Moon.
So I don't mind.
Okay, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say you can go. So I'm gonna yell over to Marlo and make sure if you need any help before I try to do anything. And then I guess I'll wait for your response. I'll go after you.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I got it. And then I will I'm going to attack the guy in front of me, I guess, with my dagger.
Okay.
I do want to ask. So I'm on stairs, right?
Yeah.
Is there a door either there or there?
Yeah, there's doors that both are there.
Are they like double doors or are they
They would technically be double doors because they span a 10-foot thing. That would be a huge
Okay.
door if it's a single door.
So I make an attack on that guy.
Mm-hmm. That hits.
Okay. So I'm gonna make this a slashing flourish.
Okay.
So he takes that much damage,
Uh-huh.
plus then all 3 of them are going to take a D8.
Okay, and you were hitting the middle guy, right, on that one?
I think I said the guy. Yeah, sure. It doesn't matter.
Okay, he's dead. The other 2 are looking very, very hurt.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and spend a key point to flurry.
Okay.
So on the first one,
That hits.
okay, and on the second one,
That also hits.
on the first one,
That kills him.
on the second one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, both of them are dead.
Okay.
So
Okay. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I can, as my object, I want to close the door
Okay, yeah. You close the door.
and shove some javelins between the handles.
Okay. You block the door pretty strongly.
Okay.
I'm just gonna eliminate these.
And that's as far as I can get with my movement then.
Okay. Full Moon, you said you wanted to do something?
Yes, I'm going to move over this way. I'm going to use Tides of Chaos to give me advantage on my next attack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be casting Witch's Bolt at level 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try to hit. And if you want, I can use my Wild Magic. If not, I have to wait to a whole long rest before I can use this again. But I'm going to cast real quick, see if I can hit him with advantage.
Okay. You hit, and yeah, you can go ahead and Wild Magic Surge if you want.
Okay, well, I'm going to see. Let me roll a damage real quick for it.
Okay.
I'm going to cast level 3, so that's 2 more d12, so that's 4d12. So it's 4d12 there, so 26 damage. And then I'm going to roll again for...
It explodes in mist, and you can kind of see a spectral form disappear until sink into the ground, into the walls.
And that is regaining 2d10 hit points.
Okay.
Is it dead?
No, I'm pretty sure he's going to be coming back at some point.
Rindle's gonna spit blood and say that doesn't sound like fun. Kind of hobble over here.
All right. Are we out of initiative or?
Yeah, you're out of initiative.
Okay, I would like to walk up to Diana's body and investigate it and put the stone that I had asked Hezekiah from Marlowe
Okay.
on her. I don't know if too long has passed, but I'm going to investigate her body and put the stone on her.
Okay.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that tuning fork.
She gave that back to
She
Marlowe.
gave, yeah. You
Yeah.
just still have the tuning
Oh.
fork.
Okay. Well, fine. What happened to do with the big magic sword?
That was Eric, the one that just sunk into.
Oh, that was Eric.
Mhm.
Bummer. Well, then I hope he does come back.
My investigation roll was 11.
You find a sacrificial dagger. You find some cleric vestments. Her +1 full plate armor she was wearing. That's about it.
I'm going to, if we have about 10 minutes to spare, I'm going to come over there and cast Prayer of Healing on Rindle.
Yay. I like healing.
Yeah,
So did anything happen with the stone?
Yeah, a glue for a glue glowed glowed brightly for a second, and then the stone disintegrated.
Okay.
Kind of.
All right, you guys ready to get out of here?
What about Fangface? And I'm just gonna point down.
Do you
10
want to try
points.
to find his coffin?
Do you want him to come find us another night when we're not expecting him?
Not really.
I'm thinking I'm thinking he actually led Diana astray.
Rindle, did you get to that? 10 points?
Yes, thank you.
Yep.
Rindle is.
Oh, actually, and you also
initiative.
do find another journal. Like
I-
it looks very similar to the journal you found in Diana's room earlier.
I would like to start flipping through it.
And mostly it's just notes about specifically how to create more powerful versions of undead.
I'm pretty sure, after flipping through the journal, that Diana created Eric.
So we took the leash off the dog, and now he's free to roam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to him coming and finding us some other time when we're not looking for it. Better to press the advantage when we're on his home turf.
Okay.
Plus, we still didn't get the artifact. Which means
He
it's
does-
somewhere in here.
He does have a pretty sword too, just saying.
Oh,
It would
did I
really
find
go
her
on my
scythe, Scott?
No,
I did not find her scythe.
she
Okay.
did not have her scythe on her.
Stingy bitch.
And I think that's where we're gonna end for the day because 11:06.
All right.
And you guys killed Diana, so.
And a demon.
And skeletons and
Sorry,
zombies.
all.
And Claire. Yeah, there's just
Don't
been
know how that
so
happened.
many.
Thank you guys for playing.
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you.
See you next week.
See ya.
Yeah.
Yay.